Good day everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and this is Dolly Mama's Daily Life, and on this channel I talk about a bunch of different interests that I have and aspects of my day-to-day life, and it's just kind of a hodgepodge of interests. And I started this channel as a beauty channel, but that is not my only interest anymore. So I decided to expand and broaden my horizons and talk about other things that interest me. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that one of the things I love talking about, but I don't talk about a lot on this channel because it's kind of a niche thing. But after the success, and I'm gonna use that term loosely, the success of my Stray Kids album unboxing video, which got me a pretty good amount of views for my channel, I decided I'm going to do another K-pop content video channel for you, or K-pop content video for you today, excuse me. And so we're going to do that, and I'm super excited about it. So yes, welcome if you're new. This is Dolly Mama's Daily Life, and on this channel I talk about random stuff. Just random stuff. It's kind of a lot of random topics. And I'm filming today, and I've had to get motivated to get out here and film. It's just been busy times, and sometimes I just don't want to do my makeup, sit down. And so yeah, that's what we're doing today. So we are going to do a K-pop related video. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I've been working really hard on figuring out what kind of content to do here. And this video essentially is my top 10 K-pop idols. My top 10 K-pop idols, okay? So I will be using some terminology in this video that you may or may not understand. Now, if you are clicking on this video, chances are you know what I'm talking about. When I say the word bias, when I say the word alt, when I say certain topics. If you don't, a bias essentially is your favorite member of the group. And your alt is like your favorite member overall. So the alt of alts is your top members. The one that is the top spot in your heart is your favorite. And usually you rank these people like in terms of your favorites. And a lot of people do this. If you're a K-pop stan like me, then you know. But anyway, so we're going to go through my top 10 K-pop idols. Now, most of these, some of these have switched positions, but for the most part, there's only one new person that was added recently, and he's like kind of in the top 5. So we are excited. We are going to get started. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot this way. Okay, I'm gonna put photos of these guys over here. Now, before I start, I just want to say, for those of you that are new, I get a lot of comments a lot of the time. They look like girls. They look feminine. I get it. They do a lot of the time. But that's part of the appeal. I don't know if it's just me, but I be loving sometimes when these guys have really cool makeup on. And whenever anybody says anything about the makeup thing, it gets so irate, because I sit here and I think to myself, I'm like, okay, what about all the hair bands in the 80s? When were hot and wild for them? And like Prince wore eyeliner and makeup. So like, I don't quite understand the whole, oh, they wear makeup topic. It drives me insane. Every time somebody says it, I'm like, okay, musicians and artists have been wearing makeup forever. Robert Smith, I mean, from The Cure, I mean, he still wears makeup. That red lipstick, he looks horrendous, but he wears makeup. Like, what is the big deal? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, y'all know I love K-pop. We're going to get into the countdown. I'm going to put the pictures over here, and let me know what you think. And if you guys have a K-pop channel and you want to do this video, I highly suggest you do it. I will be glad to watch it. Make sure you leave it down in the comment section so, you know, I know to watch it, because these are, I love ranking videos. So ranking my K-pop idols is always a challenge, and I have so many. I have so many idols that I am like obsessed with. It's not even funny. Like, so picking the top 10 was kind of hard, but not really. So anyway, here we go, putting the photos over here. Number 1, oh, I love him so much. Okay, So this, my friends, is Jonghyun from 86. I adore this guy. I will never forget when I saw the first time I saw a video, and they call their videos MVs. And MV just basically stands for music video. When I saw the first MV that I saw for this group, I was like, who is he? Who is he? He has the most gorgeous smile, and I just adore him. He's just so cute. And I knew immediately, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are like top 10 material for me. Like, I just looked at him and I knew. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And so then, you know, one video led into another video, which is common for, if you watch one K-pop video, another one will kind of pop up. And so I went through like a big AB6 phase, and I still love them. And for a long time, they were one of my favorite groups. But anyway, this is Donghyun, and I adore him. I adore him. So cute. And yeah, he's my number 10. It goes into my number 10 spot. Number 9 spot. Who is in the number 9 spot? Okay, the number 9 spot. Now, this is so funny. This is hilarious because I am not a big fan of this group per se, but this person, this is Jinyoung from GOT7. Okay, spoiler alert. Like, I like GOT7, I like the members, but the songs, they're not really my cup of tea. And they debuted, I think, the year after BTS. So they're a third generation group. This is Jinyoung. I think he's the oldest, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he's the oldest. And I like some of the other members. I saw Jackson Wang, who is also from GOT7 in LA, and I was like, okay, wait, am I missing something here? Why have I not got on board with this? I like Mark Twan. I like Bam Bam. Like, I like the members, but like the songs that I've heard, I was like, they don't hit what like some of the other songs I listen to. But this is Jinyoung, and I adore him. He is so cute, and yeah. There's Jinyoung. He is number 9. Number 8. And I hate to put this lovely chap so low because he is absolutely one of my absolute favorites. I mean, he's number 8. He's in my top 10. And this, my friends, is my beloved girly man. I call him girly man, but he has the nicest arms. They're not super, super muscular like Wonho or another guy that I'm going to mention in a minute, but this is Yeosang from Ateez. I have 4 biases from Ateez, but this guy is my number 1 bias from that group. So he is an ult from Ateez, okay? Not the ult, but the ult of Ateez. And I have another ult from Ateez, and he's in the top 20. So here's the thing. This is Yeosang. I don't know, something about him. He is pretty. I know. He's very pretty. I also have and I'll show you in a minute. I have one of those, well, I'll show you right now. I'm going to take his picture down, put it back up. I have my Yeosang fan. So it says Yeosang on the back, Kang Yeosang, and he is a member of Ateez. And I got this when I went to the Ateez concert. Oh, okay, there he is. I don't want to have the ring light on him. I adore this guy. I adore him. He is so magnetic, charming, cute, you know, giggles a lot. He's just, you know, and he is kind of girly. I get it. But at the same time, at the end of the day, here he is again. I can't get enough of him, and I can't get enough of Ateez. And we will talk about Ateez in a separate video, but man alive, I love Yeosang. I love him so much, and he is my number 8 on this list. Number 7 on this list, I don't know why. I remember when I saw my first MV for this group. This is the group EVNNE, or EVNNE, I think it's EVNNE. And they, it's EVNNE. And this is Keita, okay? So these guys were part of the Boys Planet show that formed Zero Base One. And these guys were on that show in this group, and Keita is the leader of this group. So Keita is Japanese, and he is he's so tiny. He's like woozy small. Like he's like 5'5". Like he's little. And I don't know, there's something about him. So I remember when I watched their first MV, I watched the MV for the song called Ugly. And I was like, who is he? Who is the short one? Who is he? I love him. And the thing with all of these people that I'm mentioning in this video, all these idols that I'm mentioning in this video, they were immediate biases for me. Like, you know, like I looked at the MV, and I was able to pick out the exact one that I liked. Sometimes that's not the case with MVs and learning the K-pop idols for each video, but there's usually one person that sticks out to you. Sometimes that person gets superseded by another member once you get to know the group better, but these guys have never been, you know, nobody's ever jumped over them for the top spot. But this Keita, for some reason, like, I remember when I saw that video, and there's another member in the group that looks similar to him, but he's younger than him. And I was like, I liked him too, but I'm like, no, I like that other one, the short one. And he is so cute, and I love his smile. And anyway, I adore Keita. So he was in another group previously to this. I think this group was called Cypher, but he competed on Boys Planet. And a lot of the guys that didn't get picked for Zero Base 1 ended up forming EVNNE. So that's who they are. So this is Keita. He's number 7. Number 6. Now this was a shock to me because honestly, he dropped to number 6. He was in the number 4 spot, but he dropped. And here's the reason why. Okay, I still love him. This is one of those instances where as soon as you saw this person, you knew. And everybody loves this guy. This is Minhyuk from BtoB. And he's also called Huta. And oh my God, he's so gorgeous. And he is a muscle man. Like he is, if you watch a workout video with him, you go to Huta zone and you see him in a workout video, just prepare to change your underwear. That's all I have to say. Just like, ay. Anyway, I love this guy. And I had limited exposure to him and to BtoB in general, and I love that group, but I'm not as familiar with them. I know all the members, but I'm not as familiar with them as I am with other groups. They were on the first season of Kingdom Legendary War, and they were the only second generation group on that show, and they only had 4 members there, but I remember Lee Minhyuk, he was on the show, and they had to do another group's song. So like they had to, they drew like a name out of the hat. There were 6 groups on this show. And so each group had to do a song from the group that they picked. Well, these guys picked, BtoB picked Stray Kids, and they did the song Backdoor. Now, if you've watched Kingdom Legendary War, you know what I'm about to say. Did you guys watch that, and did you not fall in love with Minhyuk in the moment of that performance? Like, I'm like, he is so gorgeous. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And I think he's the oldest, I'm pretty sure he's the oldest member on this list. So, Generation 2. So, anyway, I adore him. I still love him, but he's in number 6 now. Now, he dropped from number 4, and he's in number 6. So, we're going to go to the newest member of this list. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a couple pictures to put up here. This is PJ from Big Ocean. Oh my God. I met PJ, and they performed a show in Rancho Cordova, which is where I used to live. It's a suburb of Sacramento. And they performed at KP International Market. We have an international market area over in Rancho Cordova, near the post office over in Rancho Cordova. And I'd been there many times, and so they were promoting this. They were having a free concert with Big Ocean. And I had heard of Big Ocean, and Big Ocean, for those of you who do not know, Big Ocean is a trio of members who are deaf and hard of hearing. So, you know, and I going into this show, like going into this concert, I wasn't ultra familiar with them, but I'm like, it was a free K-pop concert, I've got to go, right? So every MV that I saw, I was like, I love these guys. I love these guys. I love these guys. And I'm like, who is that one right there? Who is this guy right here? And interestingly enough, his name is the same. His stage name is PJ, but his name is actually Jonghyun, which is one of the members of Stray Kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's another Jonghyun, but this is my Jonghyun. So PJ, I love all of them. Chanyeong, Jaesuk, PJ, I love all of them. But I knew, I said, PJ is my guy. PJ is my guy. So we get to, okay, so story time. So we get to KP, and you can get a photo, you know, you can get a group photo or you can get a photo with your favorite member. They had merch, everything. And I was like, okay, I want a photo with PJ. I'm waiting in line and I'm just looking at him and I'm just like, oh my God, he is darling. Like, I cannot even. So cute. And I was just like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Well, obviously, here's the photo of me and PJ. I went up to him and I don't know Korean Sign Language. I know some American Sign Language. And, you know, because he is deaf and hard of hearing. So we couldn't really talk per se. But he could read my lips, and I just said, I adore you, and he goes, thank you, and I have another picture where he like almost kissed my cheek, and I was like, oh, and I was blown away by their level of performance for being three young men that are deaf and hard of hearing. This has to be a huge challenge for them, not being able to hear this music when they perform. So it takes them quite a long time to get their music done and performed, and, you know, to do these comebacks. Another word for comeback. So the comebacks, you know, that's when they do their newest release, and sometimes they have themes and they have multiple comebacks under the same theme. Anyway, long story short, it's a lot. So, hold please. I just got a text message from my husband. So I will be right back with the top 4 members. And to be honest with you, I'm starting to wonder if he shouldn't be number 1, because I really, literally adore this idol, like to the moon and back and around the stars. And, you know, he's my sweetie. I love him to death. This is Suengmin from Stray Kids. I love Suengmin, like love. So obviously you guys know that I love Suengmin. If you saw my K-pop Karma unboxing, then you know that Suengmin is my boyfriend. He is my boyfriend. He is my boyfriend. Now, I'm old enough to be his mama. He's my boyfriend. I get it. These guys are a lot younger than me. I don't really give a crap. They're adults. And if that bothers you, click out. Seriously. I mean, I'm not even joking you. I adore these guys, and when they perform, it's like watching a male review for me. That's how crazy it is. Suengmin, I knew, like, when I first got into Stray Kids, and they were like the second group that I got into, I was like, who do I like in this group? They were all so different and unique. Like, sometimes when you look at a K-pop group, they all look similar to one another, and sometimes it takes you a while to differentiate who's who. This group I learned fast because they all are so unique and different. And I at first thought Han was my bias, but then I realized real quick and fast that it was this fellow. It was Suengmin. Without a shadow of a doubt. This is from, Carly gave this to me. She got a freebie from the K-pop store, which is over by the KP International Market where we saw Big Ocean. And she gave me this. I love you, Suengmin. I just love him so much. Anyway, I've seen Stray Kids, and I'm telling you, I was not able to speak for 2 or 3 days after I saw them because I was screaming every time I saw Suengmin. Every time he did anything on that stage, I was like dying. And he's so cute, and he's such a goofball, and I just cannot with him. So Suengmin is number 4. I'm kind of shocked that he's not higher, but he might jump up, you know, because I really am obsessed with him. Okay, so number 3. Oh, I've got a good story for this. Okay, number 3 is Shownu from MONSTA X. Okay, so here he is in all of his glory. I love him so much. I know, I keep saying that like it's like, you know, how you're obsessed with things. Okay, I'm obsessed with these guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but here's Shownu. So here's the funny thing. I saw him in LA during a sound check. I'm right near the barricade. I'm not even joking you. He and I made eye contact. We made eye contact, and I told him to come down, and he did. Do you have any idea how insane that was to know that you made eye contact with with your number 3 idol in all of K-pop. I was absolutely beside myself. Now, he did come down to where I was, but I was unfortunately, I was at the barricade, but I wasn't able to push through only because there were some girls that were standing in front of me that were there to see another group. And they were not very nice. And so they tried to shove me and I'm like, don't you dare. And I touched him, but I didn't get to, you know, I wasn't able to, like, he ran past me. So it was still exciting to see him, make eye contact with him, and have him come down off the stage because I asked him to. I'm just like, okay, that's all I got to say about that, because man alive, I tell you what, that man is gorgeous. The man is gorgeous. The man is gorgeous. I can't. MONSTA X. Okay, Shownu for MONSTA X. Number 2. Okay, now I'm not ultra familiar with this group. Like, okay, I am familiar with them to an extent. They once were called Beast. Now they're called Highlight. This, my friends, is Lee Gikwang. He is my number 2, right behind my favorite of all time. I watched a video of theirs and I was like, it was called Body, and then I kind of did a deep dive and, you know, saw some of their older videos when he was younger. I'm like, this is a man, okay? This guy, because Beast, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is a second generation group. So when I say second generation, what I mean is second generation, third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation. PJ is the only one on here that's a fifth generation. He's 25. But some of these guys who are their second generation are in their early to mid to late 30s. So they're closer to my age, but yeah, this is this is Gikwang, and I cannot with him. Like I said, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. When you watch these MVs, when you watch these music videos, if one of those people just like screams at you and says, hey, I got you, I got you. It's like that song, Your Idol from K-Pop Demon Hunters, Keeping You Obsessed. Okay, when I saw him, I was like, who is that? I must investigate. And I did, I investigated and I figured it out. And I told my friend Spencer, I said, listen, dude, this guy is fine. And I said, I like him a lot. And I do. He's number 2. Okay, that's Gikwang. Number 1. Now this is a sad one. This is sad, but I can never, ever, ever let anybody else take number 1 in the place of my heart. Ever. This is Kim Jonghyun from SHINee. Now, unfortunately, he is no longer with us. He committed suicide. He died in 2017, and he was everything. He was 27 years old when he died. And it just makes me so sad. I remember when I was getting into SHINee, my girlfriend Tiara, who I work with, she and I became friends because of K-pop. And then other things too, you know, she just became a good friend of mine. And I was at a stage in my life where where BTS was enlisting and I was starting to get into other groups. And so I would ask her questions. And she said, I love SHINee. And I said, oh, SHINee, I've heard of them. And she said, but there's something you need to know before you start watching or getting into SHINee. I said, well, what is it? And she said, one of the members committed suicide. And I said, okay. And I'm like, that's just terrible in and of itself. But, you know, I was prepared for that. So then I went home and I started watching videos, MVs. And I think the first video I watched was Ring Ding Dong, which is one of my favorite songs from SHINee. I'm going to do rankings of songs too, trust me. And they were a 5-member group, 4 members still alive, still performing together, you know, as the group, but they do solo work as well. And I was like, that's the one, that guy right there. And it was Jonghyun. And I did not know which member was gone. I did not know which member, but I said, it'll be just my luck it'll be just my luck that this beautiful person is going to be the one that is no longer here. And it turned out to be the case. And I was devastated because all I could think about was watching him perform. And then I watched a bunch of videos watching him perform live. His vocals were just so epic. And he was such a sweet, beautiful person. And I just thought to myself, how can he not be here? How could he end his life like this? You know, how could he be, you know, he was in turmoil and now he's gone and he's no longer here. And I feel a very special connection to him for that reason. But because I love SHINee and they're my number one group, I will get into that in another video. Number one group, my ult of ults, my number one, even if he is not here, he's still alive in my heart, is Jonghyun from SHINee, Kim Jonghyun from SHINee, this lovely man right here. Okay, you guys, that was my top 10 list of my favorite K-pop idols. And yeah, I'm so excited to talk about this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It turned out to be longer than I thought it would be, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so BORAHAE Finger Hearts Purple You, you're awesome and amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being you, uniquely you, just as God created you. And I just encourage you to please go out into the world, love others as Jesus has loved you, and treat others as you would like to be treated. We are all children of God and we all deserve love and respect, and that means getting along. So please, you guys, go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Amen, Jesus. And may the force be with you always. Okay. Thank you. See you guys later. BORAHAE, Finger Hearts, and Purple You. Okay, bye.